Good morning. My name is Delilah Escamilla, and this is my community presentation. I currently live in West Orange, New Jersey. As you can see shown here on the map, I live around a lot of nice towns that are mostly known, more commonly known, I would say, than West Orange. Montclair is one of the towns that is known for its fancy restaurants. And then Livingston is where Whitney Houston used to live when she first became famous. But I'm going to talk to you about West Orange. So as you can see, we do live, well, it doesn't really show on the map, but all these green areas are mostly golf courses and reservations. We do live in the mountains. But the nice thing about where I live in West Orange is that I have access to the city, New York City specifically. I'm literally 15, 20 minutes away driving. I have access to ferries and trains that'll take me to the city. Um, and it literally takes me no time to get there. It's one of the reasons why I still have that suburb feeling, but if whenever I want to go to the city and be bothered with the hustle and bustle, I'm literally 15 and 20 minutes away, depending on traffic. West Orange has a population of 47,720 people. That population consists of 68% Caucasian, 18% African American, 10% Hispanic Latino, which is now growing that population, 8% Asian, 4% other races, not too many Native Americans here, although we do live in a lot of like reservation areas, but not, you know, I don't think they actually left this area. And 0.04% Pacific Islanders. So as you can see, I would call this a good mix of diversity. I know I enjoy it. And I know other people do as well, according to my neighbors. So let me just give you a little synopsis of West Orange. It's only 150 years old. It's located in a pristine wilderness, which is nestled among mountains. It's also where Thomas Jefferson lived, and also it was pivotal to George Washington's endeavor during the American Revolution. The crime, according to the FBI rate, the crime rate here is more than 75%. Our education, we're nationally ranked at number 4,667. Overall, West Orange scored 73.886 out of 100. Our poverty is only 6%. And religion, I say it's a good mix. But as you can see, according to my research, 34.3% are Catholic, 5.2% are Baptist, 3.0% are Islam, and 3.0% are practice Judaism. There are more religions practiced within West Orange, but they weren't significant enough for me to document or present them to you. Some important institutions that are located within my community is Lincoln Technical School. Another, I think, important institution is the Essex County Turtleback Zoo, which continues to grow. Every 2 years, they add more land to it because it is located in a large mountainous area, so they tend to expand the zoo every 2 years. So we have new attractions every 2 years, which is nice if you have children. We also have Thomas Edison National Historical Park, which is very interesting if you're a history geek. You can go there and learn a little bit about Thomas Edison and his endeavors during his time. Geographical sites, like I mentioned before, we live in a very mountainous area. We have South Mountain Reservation. We have Eagle Rock Reservation, in which you get a nice view of the New York City skyline. And we also have Van Vlick House and Gardens, which is a nice spot if you're into flowers, gardening, or just being in an area that can produce some zen and peace. It's a very nice place. They do hold events there that are very interesting and educational. So that's one of the venues that I used to take my children to when they were smaller. And according to the Ohio State University fact sheet, a good community um, consists of, people who live within that community. Um, a good community also offers a sense of safety, accessibility to things like, you know, shopping centers, grocery stores, and things that are conducive to a better quality of life. A good community also provides a social structure, opportunities with diversity, and a sense of purpose and connectivity, which I can vouch that I do feel that within my community. This idea is subjective and it varies from person to person and, of course, from family to family. So, what makes West Orange a good community? I would say it's diversity, the geographical location, the accessibility to different venues and avenues to New York City. And I think for me, it was during the COVID pandemic. I am an ICU nurse and I live in a townhouse community. And there's actually a couple of nurses that live within my community, and I have to say, we really pulled together during the pandemic, and we actually checked on our elderly neighbors, and we made sure that everybody was safe. And I think that gave me a sense of purpose and a sense of belonging, and that's why I've been living here for quite some time now. It'll be 12 years, and although my family has outgrown my townhouse, I feel like I want to stay here even longer just because the sense of, belonging and purpose that this community provides for me. So that's why I would say, that where I live is a good community. And there were other things too, like during the Black Lives Matter, a couple of my neighbors and myself made some signs and we went out to protest at our local municipality and also for the Me Too movement. A couple of my neighbors, made signs and we put them in our lawns just to show support to those movements. And I think that's another reason why I love the community that I live in, and it makes it a good community. Government officials, as you can see, our U.S. senators are Cory Booker and Robert Menendez. Our representatives are Donald Payne and Mikey Sherrill. Our governor is currently Phil Murphy. Our state senator is Richard Cody. Our state reps are Mila Jacey and John McKeon, and our mayor is Robert Parisi. As you can see, I posted our town's webpage here, and these are my references. I hope you guys enjoyed my presentation. I apologize for being all over the place. I did work last night, and like I said, I'm an ICU nurse and I work 13-hour shifts, and they are the night shifts, so I apologize for that. I hope you guys enjoyed my presentation, and I can't wait to see other people's presentations. Thank you.